What's going on, people? It's the Bear here once again. You know, I had a problem with GameStop for the past, well, it'll be almost 2 years now. It was actually the last time I went to GameStop to buy a new game. After that day, I never went to GameStop to buy another game again. I said this story before, but I'm going to say it again, just for y'all to clearly understand why I personally have a problem with GameStop. So I'm going to tell my story. It's going to be a little lengthy video, but I just want to say I saw this coming with GameStop. I saw it coming. Because of the fact that we are living in the digital age, I used to buy physical games. And now every game that I have now is digital. So I knew, that this was going to come for GameStop, years later. It was actually only a year and a half that, since I bought. Well, let me tell my story. Let me tell my story before I get into that. So, on my birthday, February 28th of 2017, I went to GameStop to go buy a new game called Horizon Zero Dawn. That's when the game first came out. Okay? When it first came out, it was on my birthday, and I went to go to get that game. I told this story before on my birthday. I'm going to tell it again, because that was 2 years ago. So, while I'm getting this game, the employee at GameStop is hounding me on why I'm not renewing my membership and telling me that you could have saved so much money if you renewed your membership and bought used games. And I'm sitting up here and I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to, renew my membership. I mostly buy games off of eBay and stuff. But I just came down here today on my birthday to go ahead and get this game here. I don't know if I'm going to buy any used games. And he's sitting there arguing with me, talking about, but if, because we got a lot of good deals here. And, you can get buy two games, get one free. We got great deals on used games. You should really consider renewing your membership. And I'm like, no, not really. I'm not into the physical games. I'm just here just to buy this one game. I'm not really going to keep coming, buying used games, And he's going like back and forth with me, and he's arguing with me for like damn near an hour. I mean, not an hour. Basically when I got there, it was like an hour for the whole transaction, but he's arguing with me for like 10 something minutes or whatever. And the whole time while I'm buying this new game, he's like giving me these dirty looks. And the only thing I'm thinking to myself is, why is he giving me these dirty looks? Management must be on his back for people coming in the store and, then they're buying new games instead of used games, something like that. It was something about management, So while we're doing the transaction, I'm giving him the money and stuff. He's just like, he's so pissed. And he like, how he forcefully kind of gives somebody a receipt, like, here, take this and take the game, whatever, and, just leave out the store. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like that. And I was highly disappointed. And when I went home, I told myself, I said, you know what? Hold on, let me get back to it. I'm sorry. I said, you know what? If this is what's going to happen with GameStop nowadays, maybe I shouldn't come to this store anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because you're forcefully like, here, like, take this. Like, this, he's putting the game in a bag, putting the receipt in the bag, and like, just Here, just take it. You know what I'm saying? Like forcefully just giving me the game, giving me the receipt. And I said to myself, wait a minute. You know, I didn't know how bad it was with GameStop when it come to people coming to buy new games. I had to go and actually look on YouTube actually when I came home and stuff to find out about, you know, why is GameStop employees like upset about, you know, people buying new games instead of used games. I had to find that out on YouTube. GameStop employees get hounded by management. And I'm talking about corporate. And that is the reason why GameStop is in a lot of trouble right now. You know, it's something how like you got a person that wants to work at GameStop, right? But, you know, because they probably know games and they play games for a long time and stuff like that, but not knowing how management is going to get on their case if they don't sell new games. I mean, used games and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if a person come in there and buy a new game, why are you hounding them about not buying used games? You know what I'm saying? This is what the corporate like puts on their employees. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they get to renew their renew their membership or keep the membership active, whatever, and make sure they pre-order or stuff like that, and make sure they buy used games. Now, we're living in the digital age. This is 2019. We're living in the digital age now. Okay? If you know, who really has a stack of used physical games and stuff like that? Who has that kind of stuff? You know what I'm saying? I don't have a box of a bunch of used games, but I have a library of digital games. You know, that's in my PlayStation store. That's the way I like it. That's the way I want to keep it. I don't want to have to keep going through this to this to this with, you know, physical games. That's one of the problems that I have. The second problem that I have is that, you know, a single little scratch on a disc, a single tiny little bit of a scratch, it messes up the whole entire game. You can't play it no more. Okay? That is the problem. The physical games are very, 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 very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? When I bought Horizon Zero Dawn, I knew that buying a physical game and the game possibly getting scratched, I knew that I may not be able to play it anymore, but I went with it anyway. But that was my last time. Before that time, it was months before I bought a physical used game, new or used. You know what I'm saying? Before that time. But we're living in the digital age. GameStop don't have a clue. They don't have an idea how to adapt to the digital age that we're living in right now. You know, they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. Nobody is buying physical games. They are going to the Xbox Live Marketplace or the PlayStation Store, and they're buying digital. They're not buying physical. You know? And that's why GameStop's stock is down today, because they can't figure out how to change their concept of gaming. They don't know how to do it. You know, there's a GameStop that's down for me. It's down the ways, whatever, you know. But when I go past it and all, and it could be in the middle of the day, whatever. I see nobody up in there anymore. I see nobody. I was like, one time, like I was going to Subway that was next door to GameStop, you know, just to see what was going on, just to, you know, whatever, right? And I'm looking, and like, employees were sitting up there and they was just talking to each other, you know, and there was no customers. And they had all these signs all over the place. Buy two, get one free, discount on this, discount on that. We got this and stuff. And they showing all these advertisements, and there's no customers. And I said to myself then, I said, you know what? one day GameStop's stock, GameStop is going to go down so bad that they're damn near going to have to close. And here we are. Because nobody is in the GameStop anymore. I don't know about you, but I'm a person that when it comes to games, accessories, controllers, whatever the case may be, I go to eBay. I've been doing eBay since 2010. Okay? That's where I buy damn near everything from. Okay? If it's, accessories anyway, but games, I go and buy from the store. Do you know how many sales that PlayStation have? Way more than what Xbox have. Every time I turn around, it's like every other week or every week or so, it's like PlayStation got another deal going on. They got a flash sale. They got a discount. They got so many deals going on. So I turn to PlayStation when it comes to buying games in the store. I don't buy physical. All of my games that I have, and I have over 100 plus for the 2 years that I've been a PlayStation gamer, I have over 100 games in my library. Okay? That is me buying games, looking for discounts, and they're all digital. Is anybody surprised that GameStop stock is down when they can't figure out how to get all these used ass games out of their store? Is anybody surprised? Not me. I seen this coming. It was just a matter of time. So I'm gonna end this video, and I'm just gonna say this: mark my words, because we already see RadioShack. RadioShack is damn near dead. Blockbuster dead. They're gone. Guess what's gonna be next? Yeah. It's going to be that store that you used to go to when they had midnight launches and stuff like that. And it's going to happen very soon. There's too many stores in America right now. There's too many stores. They lost so much money. Okay? You got too many stores, too many employees, and you lost so much money. So the next thing you have to do is to shut stores down. And it will happen, I'm going to say, within a year or two. We're going to see a lot of stores shut down. GameStop, and nobody wants to buy GameStop. Nobody wants to buy them. So that's a problem for GameStop right there. Nobody wants to buy GameStop because, how can you fix something that's damn near unfixable? If everybody's in the digital age and whatever, GameStop got to adapt to the times, but if nobody can figure out how to make GameStop a digital store, then they got to close these stores. They got to fire employees. So if any GameStop employee is watching this, I would suggest right now, go and fill out applications. Do something else and leave GameStop alone. Because if you don't, they're gonna let you know, hey, we're laying off employees. We got too many stores. Our stock is plummeting. We're not making no money. We gotta let things go. We gotta let people go. We gotta close stores. So fill out applications. That's all I can tell you right now. Just to bear them out. Peace.